Thank you, Carlos. Here, bang on from their early beginnings as a band of brothers and cousins in the California surf scene to creating era-defining music and selling over 100 million records while dealing with trouble behind the scenes. Wouldn't it be nice if there was a new documentary telling their incredible story? Well, God only knows it is true. I had the pleasure of speaking with founding members Mike Love and Al Jardine and filmmaker Frank Marshall about the Beach Boys.
Everybody's gone surfing, surfing USA.
Gentlemen, it is lovely to see you. Thank you for your time. How are we doing?
We're doing great.
We're doing awesome.
This is an amazing documentary. Where did you start?
Thank you. Well, it started way back in the 60s.
There you go.
Yes.
I had dreams of being in a rock and roll band and playing surf music, and along came these guys and put words and harmonies to what was surf music. And so I thought, well, how did that happen? I'd like to know. It's a sort of a journey of discovery and an origin story of how did this incredible band that has had such an impact on the world and music, how did that come about?
How did you feel watching it, Mike?
I felt nostalgia. I felt some pride of accomplishment, but also I felt sad because there's a couple of people that were in the group that are family members, first cousins, as a matter of fact, that are no longer with us. Dennis passed away in 1983, Carl 25 years ago. So it's, you know, that part was rough.
I wish they all could be California.
Al, the music is just, amazing, obviously. Those early days with Brian putting the chords together for your various harmonies. I also found it desperately sad. A lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that we probably never really knew about.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a very authentic person, and his music reflects those deeply troubled waters that he might have been sailing for a while there. He's a real strong person. It's a lot of musical integrity, and when he writes something down, man, it's the real deal. And if he feels sad, you'll feel it. And if he feels happy, hell, you'll have that too.
The rivalry between you guys and the Beatles, I mean, there would have been a Beatles and a Beach Boys anyway, but how competitive were you in bringing out the best in each other, do you think?
Very competitive, but we were on the same level. In fact, here in Los Angeles, there was a radio station that played our music, KFWB, KFW Beach Boys or KFW Beatles, which one? And it was a competition which actually made both groups famous and more popular, I think. But there wasn't negative at all. It wasn't like animosity or jealousy. No, none of that.
Yeah, a friendly competition.
Yeah.
And I think they inspired each other. You know, it started with Rubber Soul, and yeah, and then we had Pet Sounds, and then we had Sgt. Pepper. So I think without one or the other, we wouldn't have that incredible music.
The bit when the boys' dad sold the publishing for what, 700 grand or something, I mean, that's hundreds of millions of dollars. And when you see Springsteen and these guys selling their catalogs for, it must, make your heart sink a little bit.
Well, what it did was it really messed up Brian's head because you sold my songs. He ripped off, he really disenfranchised his sons, his grandchildren, and it was terrible. But it really set Brian back a lot.
You've toured Australia a lot. We love you down here, you know that. Al, you got your passport in order? Are we going to see you back again one day?
I'd love to come down anytime. Byron's Bay.
Byron Bay.
How about Bondi Beach? Do you play out there?
I almost drowned there.
Oh, were you surfing?
I was trying to body surf at the time.
That'll teach you to go surfing.
We're surfers aspirationally in the mind, and we sing about it really good.
Really well.
And maybe
Probably safer.
It's a lot safer.
We may see you back here for a tour sometime.
We would love to be coming to Australia.
I'll call Irving.
Yeah, really.
Okay.
The fact that it was a family, that's where the success came from.
It is quite the story, and what a catalogue of music. The Beach Boys documentary premieres on Disney Plus today. If you are a music fan, and I know you are, you'll be watching that this
Pet
weekend.
Sounds one of the greatest albums of all time.
Indeed.
Yeah, it's
Hear,
a
hear.
remarkable story.
Great story. Sad,
Yeah.
but wonderful, and
Yeah.
continuing.
It was the soundtrack of our lives growing up.
Was it?
It's a bit before mine, Carlos, but whatever you reckon.
Oh, yes, Vicky. I like it.
Sorry, I forgot. I forgot.
Very nice. Hey there, Today fans. Sarah and
What's my name again?
Carl.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel, though. Subscribe now for more news, special reports, and amazing Aussie stories.
And Carl misbehaving,
Whoa,
of course.
that never happens.
always happens.
What's she talking about?